Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I told you guys that I would make a video blog of my juicing extravaganza. Today is February 28th. Today's February 28th, 2016, and I completed day 1. Today was very, well, I can't say very difficult. It started off as a really good day. And then, I started my day off like around 8 o'clock this morning. I juiced probably about 9:30. So probably about a half hour after I woke up. I juiced one beet, 1 apple. I don't even remember how much carrots, but so 1 beet, carrot, apples, some celery, and some ginger. That's what I started my day off with. On an empty stomach, I did have some water, probably like 20 ounces of water. So at first I was like, oh, this is cool. I'm not getting hungry. I'm feeling fine. Probably like 2 hours into it, I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm still not hungry. You know, this is keeping me for a couple of hours. And then another hour went by, and I was like, okay. I started to feel the cleansing effect of it. And when I say cleansing effect, I mean like the intestinal, I'm not going to get into details. But there was a moment in time where I can hear my insides like, and I was like, okay, this is serious. Then I was actually somewhere when this happened. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home just in case there's like no turning back from it. So I get in my car, I'm driving down the road, and it hits me. I'm like, dear God, if I crap on myself, it's going to be a problem. Like, I'm never going to be able to look at myself in the mirror again. But I made it home, alhamdulillah. I get home and I just make a mad dash, okay? So I started to, like, reevaluate whether or not I was going to continue. I really started to think to myself, do I really want to do this? But, I mean, come on. It's a cleanse. So, I mean, I should have known that everything was going to be cleansed inside and out, you know, or inside's coming out. That's too much. But that was my first juice experience. So I did have another one like mid-noon. So about 2:30 I had kale. It had to be vegetable juice, so I had kale, celery. I'm drawing a blank. I'm so foggy headed, which is like another symptom of just juicing and not really, just tired, just detoxing. But kale, celery. I did have like a little piece of apple that was left over from my breakfast juicing. I put a little, probably like a 4th piece of an apple and some ginger. That was very interesting because it was really green, you know. The kale, you can smell it from like in the living room. It was so strong. It was so aromatic. It smelled good. It smelled earthy. It smelled like a cleanse, like it would cleanse something that you would drink to cleanse you. But I had the kale. Then I put like a piece of lemon. Yes. I had kale, lemon. I did use celery again because that's one of my favorites. I love celery. I did put some parsley in it. And that was lunch. That filled me up and it held me over. And then later on in the evening, I had, what did I have? See, there goes the fog again. I repeated breakfast again. So I had that beet, apple, carrot, because even though it cleaned me out, like squeaky clean, it was really good. So I did it again. So I had that. And then, just now I had some Swiss chard, lemon, ginger, cucumber. Oh, cucumber was in my kale drink too. That was another one. So there was cucumber in this one with the chard, Swiss chard, lemon, and I finished off the celery. There was just a few little stalks in there. So far so good. In between, I'm drinking vegetable broth, and I'm also drinking probably like 64 ounces of water, I think. Yes, about 64 plus, we'll say. No, it's more than that, because I'm drinking about 11 glasses of water, so we're not even going to go there. It feels like that I'm ingesting so much liquids. I thought I was going to be starving, but it just seems like everywhere I turn, I'm either drinking water, I'm drinking an herbal tea, I'm drinking whatever I juiced, I'm drinking some vegetable broth, and then eventually I'm like, I'm not hungry. It's just that mentally I'm thinking about food because it's what I'm used to. I want to eat not because I'm hungry, but because my mind is wired to think you need to chew on something. You need something of some substance, which in all actuality, me juicing and drinking whatever I juice, I'm getting like the maximum amount of vegetable or nutrients because it's not cooked off. So I'm actually really doing good, but my brain doesn't think so. My brain's like, Tamoya, you need food. Food. No, but, so day 13 is down. 14 is down, 13 more to go. I keep telling myself, I'm like, if I keep saying 2 weeks, or if I say 13 days, it's going to make me scream. Like, it's going to be overwhelming. I keep telling myself, okay, just a little over a week left. Like next week, like not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, I'll be done. Like, I have to keep telling myself that to kind of get my mind off of the amount of days. So, I'm telling myself it's just a little over a week left, and that's making me feel better. I don't know. I was instructed by my doctor to just enjoy the journey, to embrace it, to kind of note the changes that my body makes. Though this is day 1, I don't know much. I do know that I do have a couple symptoms, just really tired, kind of just want to lay around, a little dizzy spell here and there, but that's attributed to other issues that women go through. But for the most part, I can say that it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I was told that day 1, day 2, and day 3, which day 1 would be the hardest. But it ended up being, if this was the hardest day for me, then inshallah, I feel like I could get through it. If this is going to be like the it factor, like this is it. But, hopefully tomorrow my brain starts to wire a little bit differently and I don't think about actual food much. I know that as I go on, it'll come with the territory, because I understand that I cannot expect for everything to change in a day. But I do know that eventually down the line, some of my goals are to adapt better eating habits, to maybe break my relationship with sugar. We have this intense relationship, this love-hate relationship, and I really, really, really need to break away from it because it's not healthy for anyone, and this whole journey for me is more about my health than it is weight. But though the weight part is a plus, I really would like to lose some weight, but I just want to be healthy. I want to feel, I want to be active. I want to feel better. I don't feel good all the time. I'm tired of being fatigued. I'm tired of just feeling blah, the depression, just everything that comes with living a lifestyle that's not healthy. And I felt every symptom of that, so who knows, maybe 14 days will come and I'll say, you know what, I might want to do 14 more, and then somebody can slap me. So afterwards, after this cleanse is done, or after the juicing portion of this cleanse is done, then my doctor's like, well, I want you to do a raw food diet for 30 to 90 days. So that doesn't scare me or worry me as much as the juicing does, because at least I'll get to eat food. This juicy stuff is like I'm not eating much, so I'm like, at least I know that with the raw food diet, I'll be able to ingest some type of food. So every single day, there's going to be a video. It's not going to be this long, I can promise you that. This is 10 minutes long. I talked for 10 minutes. I talk a lot. That makes no sense. But, okay, I'm going to end it. But I'm just letting you guys know that I'm making it. Alhamdulillah. All your du'as, please make a dua for me, for my family, for everyone, pretty much. Just pray that I get through this, because it gets harder as the day, I should say today, it got harder as the day got on. I was fine earlier today. Now I'm just like, I'm going to give into this detox and just go to sleep. My eyes have been super glassy, and that's really weird. I just noticed that earlier, probably like an hour ago. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, man, my eyes are super glassy. So I promise you it's nothing in my system other than just good old juice. I guess I'll give the details of my juicer tomorrow. I don't feel like doing it. I'm going to watch Grey's Anatomy and some other stuff until I clock out. But thank you all for your support. This is day 1. Look at that. My eyes are ridiculously glassy. We're up close and personal. How you doing? All right. Good night. Assalamu alaikum.